This laptop has a very big competitor who's much powerful but has the same pricing. What's up guys, I'm Suman from Stein and welcome to the 5th episode of Lap Talk. This is a show where we talk about laptops that are available in India. I analyze them and give my opinion on how those laptops are. Now by no means is this a review, and this is just like my overview of those laptops. And with that said, in today's episode, let's take a look at the brand new Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition. And I have to be honest, this laptop definitely surprised me because this is a really good value. So without wasting any precious time, let us begin. There are two variants of the Horizon Edition. The entry model is priced at 55,000 rupees and the higher end version is priced at 60,000 rupees. With that said, let's talk about my favorite part of this laptop, and those are the specs. Now the specs that you get at this price isn't offered by many other laptop companies, and that makes this laptop a very attractive option. Now the Horizon Edition comes with the latest 10th generation Intel i5 and i7 CPUs. Now both are really good processor choices for a thin and light laptop. They have a lower TDP at 15 watts and have good performance for a U series processor. But if your work revolves around CPU heavy tasks, then you might not actually see the performance you expected. In that case, you should definitely go with Intel's H series processors, or you can even go with AMD's latest laptop chips because those are amazing in terms of performance. But in Xiaomi's favor, they haven't said this is a workstation beast or anything. So for a thin and light machine, the choice of going with this CPU was really good. As for the GPU, this rocks the Nvidia MX350 with 2 gigs of GDDR5 memory. Now, truth be told, this GPU is definitely not for gaming. And even when you compare this to previous year's MX250, the performance gains is not that high. Yes, you will be able to play games like Fortnite or CSGO at medium settings at 1080p where you get decent frame rates. But if you really want to play modern AAA games, then achieving that smooth gaming experience might be tough, and the only way to play those would be to reduce the graphics settings to the lowest possible value. Now, I'm not telling this is a bad choice of GPU, but if you're considering buying this laptop for high resolution, high frame rate, AAA gaming, then please buy a gaming laptop. And as for the rest of the specs, this comes with 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM clocked at 2666 MHz. And now I'm not sure if this is upgradable as I've not seen the internals, but let us just hope this has the option to upgrade the RAM. For the storage, it comes with a 512GB PCIe NVMe SSD. This is Gen 3, and by including an SSD, the laptop's general performance will definitely be snappy. And I'm really glad that Xiaomi went with an SSD. Now, when it comes to the overall performance, the Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition should be very fast and smooth. But one thing you have to keep in mind is that this is not a workstation or a gaming laptop. And if you're planning to buy this for heavy gaming at ultra settings or to work on demanding softwares like Maya, Blender or any computational stuff, then this might not be ideal for that. In fact, most laptops with these similar specs are not meant to support heavy workloads, so the same goes here. But if you are looking to edit pics on Lightroom or Photoshop, that should be pretty good. And you will also be able to edit 1080p videos on these without any issues. But if you're dealing with 4K, then you might not see very good results. So as for the performance, this laptop should be pretty much fast and smooth for the majority of the people out there. And when you compare other laptops at the same price point to the Xiaomi Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition, the performance on this laptop should be much better. Next, let us talk about the Horizon display. So this is a 14-inch Full HD display with really small bezels on 3 sides. Now as per Xiaomi, the display has a 91% screen to body ratio and has a 178-degree viewing angle, which is pretty good. Now when I searched the product page, I couldn't find what type of display was used here. And I can only assume that this here is a VA panel, because if it was a TN panel, then you won't get that 178-degree viewing angle, and if it was IPS, I'm sure Xiaomi would have mentioned that in their product page. And I'll definitely update you on what type of panel is this once I get to know, and please check the comments below where I'll pin that. But I'm pretty sure the display used here should be good for watching movies, TV shows or even for light gaming. But when it comes to dealing with color accurate work, then I might not trust this a lot for that. And in the entire display there's no webcam anywhere, so Xiaomi has given you an external webcam, which in my opinion is kind of a great add-on. Now moving on to the keyboard and trackpad, this laptop has a big keyboard layout with good spacing between the keys, and the typing should be pretty good as the keys have a 1.3mm travel and are scissor type switches. So typing on these keys should be kind of nice, but these keys are not backlit, as again I couldn't find any mention of a backlight keyboard in the product page. Now the trackpad here is big, but it is in the horizontal way. I'm not sure how good it will be in terms of tracking and for general use. So to get the exact idea of how the trackpad and keyboard perform, we will definitely have to test them out. Now taking a look at the rest of the device, the design is quite minimal looking, which will definitely adapt to any place you're taking this laptop to. Now I personally think that the keyboard and a trackpad area of this laptop looks like a MacBook. I don't know why, but I'll have side-by-side images, but that's what I personally felt. But anyways, the laptop is quite thin, measuring only at 17.15mm, and it is also pretty light, weighing in only at 1.35 kilograms. So you can carry around this laptop without worrying about any heavy load on you. Now talking about the selection of ports, we have a USB 3.1 Type-C port, which is Gen 1. Now this is only for data transfer, and you get the Type-C port only on the i7 variant. So the i5 variant doesn't get one, and that is kind of bad. Anyways, we also have two USB 3.1 Type-A ports, a USB 2.0 port, one HDMI, a headphone mic port, and a charging port. Now one thing that I'm very disappointed here is that there's no SD card slot. Now I would have been very happy if Xiaomi removed one or two USB-A ports in favor of an SD card slot. But sadly that is not here, and that is kind of disappointing. Anyways, the speakers here are placed on the curvature of the laptop, which will reduce audio getting muffled, and it also supports DTS audio. And as per connectivity options, you get 802.11 AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0. Finally, talking about the battery, we get a 46 watt battery, which comes with a 65 watt adapter, which also does fast charging. Xiaomi claims that this has a 10-hour battery life, but again, we will definitely have to test that out. So we've come to the end of this video, and I have to say I really like the Xiaomi Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition. It has a perfect blend of everything. The pricing is amazing, and the specs for that price is like very good. The looks are quite minimal, but still aesthetically pleasing. You have a good selection of ports. The display is futuristic. So things like that definitely complement each other and make this laptop a very good buy. But all machines are not perfect, and as I always say, we need to test out a device before giving out the right facts to you. But by this analysis, I find the Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition a good buy for anyone who's looking for a really powerful laptop at an affordable price. And even for YouTubers or beginner YouTubers or content creators who just got started, for them this is a really good option if they don't want to spend a whole lot of money. So I'm pretty impressed by this laptop. So great job, Xiaomi. But there is a but, because this laptop has a big competitor. Yes, this laptop has a very big competitor who's much powerful but has the same pricing. And this laptop is again from a well-known brand. I think you didn't see that coming. So make sure you subscribe to see, because my next video will be on that laptop, and I will be comparing that with Xiaomi Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition. With that said, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Stein. Catch you later.